Hi guys, I've got a good one for you today. I am making over this 1950s gossip bench or telephone table. This was given to me by a friend who wanted it made over, and I told her I would do it as a piece for my channel so I don't have to buy a piece of furniture and she gets a new bench. By the way, if you could subscribe, that would be great and would help me immensely. And here's something I didn't know. I guess a gossip bench started because they used to have these tables for the telephones in the hallway. And then naturally, as you're sitting and talking on the phone, or not sitting, standing, you want to sit somewhere. So people would drag a chair into the hallway next to this table. And so the table and the chair eventually became one and turned into a style of its own called the gossip bench or the telephone table or a telephone bench. We did a little bit of wood repair here with some glue and dowels, and I put some clamps on it overnight to dry up for the next day. Again, I wanted to strip the top piece and do like a natural wood on top, but I soon realized that the top piece and the bottom piece were two different pieces or varieties of wood, so it just wasn't going to work. And there was a little bit of a thin veneer on top, which I actually did go through. So I wanted to use Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch and in a spray because there's no way that I'm going to paint a chair with a paintbrush. It's just, if you've never done it, it's a lot of work, and if you have done it, then you know it's tedious and it's very time consuming. So I decided to use this paint and primer in one, thinking that I wouldn't actually have to prime. Well, that was a mistake because while it gave me great coverage, eventually the dreaded bleed through came out and reared its ugly head, and I had to go back over all of the spaces that had the bleed through coming. And I used some Kilz over that. There's bleed through. That's not mine. That's a picture that I found on the internet. And the Kilz stops the tannins from coming through. Here we are the next day, and I'm going to go ahead and use this Rust-Oleum paint and primer satin finish and go over the two other sprays that I used, the Kilz and the spray before that, and finish this chair up so that we could go ahead and start with the upholstery. Hey guys, this is Lisa here with Lisa Lee Designs, and today I wanted to talk to you a little about reupholstering cushions or seats or anything like that. So this week I have a project which is the telephone table, and the seat that was on it was really old, and so I had to take everything apart. Now for upholstery, you may think that you need fancy tools, and you actually don't. I have been upholstering for a while. I did take a class, although I didn't take the whole class, but I have learned lots as I have obviously gone along. So what you really need is maybe like a smaller screwdriver, and this is to get the staples out. I also just have a pair of these pliers which I use. As far as staplers, I have an electric one which is by Arrow, which I really like, but you can go ahead and just use the manual one. This is also by Arrow. It's the Model T50P, and it's just their heavy duty stapler. The staples that come with it are these ones, and this little here indicates the length of the staple. So how far down the staple goes into your material. You need foam or something to cover your chair seat in. I got this today from Hobby Lobby. I had no idea this even existed, and it was $6.99. And it's for furniture, cushions, and pillows, pet beds, packaging, craft projects. So obviously, or not obviously, but I am going to cut this down to size once I put it on top of here. So I'll probably just draw around it here and cut these little notches out, if you can see those. And then what goes over the top of all of that is your polyfill cushion wrap. So this is just basically like a sheet of foam that stretches around everything and makes it so your edges are tight. So you're gonna have obviously your seat, your foam, your polyfill, and then on top of that is your fabric. And once your fabric is on top, you will staple it, pull taut, and trim around the edges. Obviously, don't you know? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to work on that. So here is the telephone bench, aka a gossip bench, all in her gorgeous glory, completely finished and upholstered. I am so in love with this bench. I think it looks a little modern with the updated color and the florals, but is still so stinking cute. And I love that we removed the that edge of veneer that covered the shelf up. Look how cute she is, you guys. Don't you love it? It's so cute. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I really don't want to give this away to my friend, but I'm going to anyway because she's my friend and I want to keep her as my friend. Thanks, Jackie. Okay, bye. If you like this video at all, please like and subscribe. It really does help my channel and it allows me to keep making videos for you.